We're going to be looking at ticker symbol RKT for Rocket Rocket Industries, I think. Um, we've already marked out some crucial resistance points for ticker symbol RKT, and we'll try to figure out what this stock is doing, what sort of price action we can expect, and where the stock will be going today, possibly even. Right now we saw RKT, which also had a tremendous run. I think we were at highs of around, like, oof, this is way back up. This was around 2740, which was on 29th of March. And since then, we have been trailing downwards. Um, uh, since the March crash that we had, it's been trailing down, but we did see some good movement, uh, where it did see a high of around $23 just a couple of days ago, and then since then it's been trailing down. So RKT is a little bit of a confusing stock because it is a tech stock. They do, they're the leaders in providing rocket mortgages, um, uh, and they're one of the biggest companies in the U.S. to provide mortgages for thousands and thousands of people, and they now have. I think I personally don't use rocket mortgages, but I know from what I've heard of that the way to get mortgages through RKT is a lot faster, even though they do ask for your due diligence, but it's a lot quicker to get a mortgage through RKT. So let's go ahead and look at this stock right now and see what we can sort of expect and what sort of levels we should be looking at. So currently RKT is trading at $22.63. We've seen it bottom out in the last couple of days to $21.90, which was a good buying opportunity, which was right over here. Right now we are at 22.63. So what I would like to see for RKT is to sort of stay within these channels, right over here in these channels, and maybe find its way up once it's consolidated. As we can see, this 23 to 22 sort of area is where it's been sort of bouncing in and out, sometimes breaking out of this $23 zone. So that's what I'm expecting from the stock. So let's go ahead, zoom out just a little bit. Let me delete this hand. Let's get this cross back over here, and let's go back a little bit. See what we can see over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and also get rid of this right over here, and zoom in a little bit more. Let's get the crosshair back on. So right now we're at around 22.63. Possibly for today, if we're even to maintain and consolidate within this region, this will be very good for RKT. But we also know about how RKT is, there's a short squeeze on RKT. I was actually part of that short squeeze, so my initial buying price was at around $19. And when the short squeeze happened, we can actually pull that up over here. Let's check out the 1 year. Let's get these levels all the way down. So let's get them out. So this was the short squeeze right over here when it hit a high of, let's get this, like around $42. So I started buying RKT at around $19. I sold my position once we touched around $40. I think my position was closed around that time. I did rebuy into RKT and I'll continue to buy because I do think it's a great company. Again, this is just for my knowledge. It's always best to do your own due diligence. This is just information that I'm providing you guys just because I do this for myself. So this is not really this shouldn't be used for your own trading. This is merely just for information for myself and for my users, and it's for them to decide how they would like to proceed in whatever they do. So right now we're sitting at the 2268. We would like to see it consolidate within this sort of region over here. If we do see a squeeze, what can we expect? This would be very interesting. Just because we've seen this squeeze, let's zoom out just a little bit more. Let's bring these charts a little bit down. So if we look at RKT, which is a very, because it was just recently listed, we've seen 2 points where it ran up substantially, and now we can sort of uh, see that it's sort of started to consolidate right over here. It's going up and down and sort of maintaining those same levels, which is very good. And then when we had the short squeeze, boom, it just went sky. It just went up. I think there was a 40% short squeeze on RKT, and then since then it has come down. But I'm not too worried about this coming down. I would just like it to maintain this region right over here. This is very important, and I don't think it will um, uh, break that resistance. Let's go ahead and just see what these. So at 1944 exactly, yeah, this is what when it first launched its price over there. And since then, you know, we can see a nice small bump upwards, which is very important. This is what you have to see in stocks. You want to see price action moving. Where does my arrow go? Hold on. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, what is going on over here? All right, let's zoom this out. Let's zoom. There we go. That's so much better. So let's zoom into this one more time, and let's take out the 5 days. Let's look at the 5 days. So we really wanted to uh, maintain itself uh, in these two, maintain its price within these two zones. If it is to do that, it will be very good for the stock. And if we see a short squeeze, then most likely it will even move higher. Uh, but for today's trading day, I think we might see some action, possibly. Uh, Possibly going a little bit up, maybe touching uh, this 22.78 22.78 resistance that we have, maybe touching that and breaking out of this, because it has been a very slow mover in the last couple of days. Let's go ahead and see if we can find any news for RKT. So let's go check out Yahoo Finance. Are option traders betting on a big move in rocket companies? Need to pay close attention to the stock based on the moves in the options market. This is because the April 2015 put had some of the highest implied volatility of all equity options. Um, what do the analysts think? Option traders are pricing in a big move for Rocket shares, but what is the fundamental picture for the company? Currently, the stock is on Zacks rating. It's given a very strong buy right over here. It is a strong buy given by Zacks. Three and a half have increased their earning estimates for the quarter, and they've been doing very good quarters. Their last quarter was very, very good. So this seems to be positive. Let's go ahead and look at some other. Is Rocket Company outpacing the business services peers this year? Let's see what this is. Also another Yahoo article, but it is performing well in comparison to the rest of the sector. So compared to the other companies in the same sector, RKT is doing very, very well. It currently sits at number 11 in the Zacks sector rank, which is very good news again. Cross up to the 50-day average. So all in all, the news for RKT is very positive. So the levels that I'll be watching is this $22 and $53 area, which is right over here, and $22.78. I would like it to break out and touch that $23 $23 resistance, and hopefully, if that does happen, we can see another major breakout, maybe like the one we had on, was it the 21st of March? Yeah, around, no, sorry, the 29th of March. Hopefully we can see some action like that. Maybe there might be another short squeeze, which is very possible in RKT. So again, if you found this useful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any companies that you want me to look into, just leave them in the comment section, and I'll try to get those companies. I'll try to get a video out for those companies as well. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.